Hi friends, welcome to GMK tutorials. Today I am going to discussing about the mass inverters. It is one of the most important topic in the low power VLSI design. Now coming to the mass inverters, first of all we have to define some of the names whatever we are observing you. What is meant by inverter? So, inverter means that which produces the opposite output. Suppose let us consider I can speak very loosely. Let us consider a very small inverter. This is a symbol for that one generally. Suppose if you are applying the 0 input, it produces a 1 output. So, that means inverter means that which produces the opposite output to the corresponding input actually. Suppose if you are giving input value is equal to 0, which produces the output value as a 1. Suppose if you are producing the input value as a low output, low input, it produces a high input. So, it is nothing but simply you can simplify in one word, that is nothing but inversion. Okay, it is nothing but a complemented, which produces a complemented input. Suppose if you are consider, let us consider A is equal to input, which produces a bar, that is nothing but complement of the input value. That is the simple operation of the inverter. Now coming to the mass, what is mass? What is meant by mass, Nana? Here, sorry, what is meant by mass? Here, MOS means that metal oxide semiconductor. Okay, metal oxide semiconductor inverter means that the devices which are act as a inverters that can be fabricated with the metal oxide semiconductors. So generally, with the help of a metal oxide semiconductor, we have a two types of inverters. That is nothing but PMOS, and second one is nothing but NMOS. Okay, those two are act as the inverters in the preceding session. Okay, as well as we will discussing in the later session also. Now coming to the first one, so introduction to the mass inverters. Okay, suppose let us consider here. So this is a representation for metal oxide semiconductor inverter. Let us consider this is also pull down transistor. It can be considered as a pull up transistor. Now why we can call it as a pull down transistor? It is a big question to the everyone. Okay, why it is called as a pull down transistor? Okay, or else pull down device. I think this is a big question in our back of your mind, guys. I think I will clarify this doubt within a few seconds. Let me wait. So, this is a truth table for the inverters actually. Suppose if you are considering it is a inverter symbol actually, suppose if you are applying the input value is equal 0, it produces the output value 1 actually. If you are applying the 1 as the input, it produces the 0 as the output value. Now, suppose if you are observing this diagram here, it represents a diagram actually. So, our question is nothing but why we can call it as a pull down transistor or pull down device also. Here we are using the NMOS enhancement type transistor, it is important. Anna. So, this is generally, it is generally called as a NMOS. Okay. The mass transistors already you have some glance about this one, like this can be represented as a NMOS transistor. Okay, PMOS transistor can be represented as a bubble sign. Okay, it can be represented as, so this is generally called as a PMOS transistor. It is generally called as a NMOS transistor. So this signal is generally called as a, so like in case of a transistor, can you define transistor? Transistor is nothing but a transfer of resistance from low resistance region to high resistance device region. So that is generally called as a transistor. Coming to the field effect transistor, here field effect transistor means that the operation of the corresponding transistor is completely depends on the field, that is nothing but whatever the field is created across the gate to source terminal. Okay, so that plays a very important role in the operation of the metal oxide semiconductor devices also. So coming to the NMOSFET, so every FET field effect transistor also having a 3 terminals, that is nothing but gate, source and drain terminals. Here also same thing, gate, source and drain term. You guys also well known about when the NMOS transistor is in on condition. The NMOS transistor is in on condition for logic 1. PMOS transistor is on for logic 0 case. So, this is a general case where when the NMOS transistor and when PMOS transistors are in on condition or is in operated condition. Okay, I think you guys have some glance about the what is meant by MOS transistors. Okay, so what is the main importance of the MOS transistor apart from the transistor? This MOS transistor plays a very important role in the different kinds of the real time applications, because of which is also very less size compared to the transistors. Coming to the our actual topic here, so this is generally called as a pull down transistor. Okay, this is generally called as a pull up transistor. It is generally called as a pull down transistor. Why we can call it as a pull down transistor? So that is a big question actually. Now coming to the our description point of view, first point states that an inverter can be realized with a source of NMOS enhancement transistor connected to the ground, and drain terminal is connected to the positively supply rail VDD through a pull up device. It means that the source of the NMOS transistor is connected to the ground, this drain is connected to the VDD supply, okay, that is the operating supply used for the operation point of view. So that can be VDD. Okay, this drain is connected to the VDD through another device that is generally called as a pull up device. Is it clear up to now? Okay, thank you guys. Now second point means that here the input voltage is applied, okay, here the input voltage is applied to the gate of the NMOS transistor. Here the input is applied to the gate of the NMOS transistor with respect to the ground, and output is taken from the drain. Okay. So in case of the pull down transistor, we are applying the input value to the gate of the NMOS transistor. We can take the output from the drain of the NMOS transistor. Okay. Now I will clear the doubt. I think you guys are having a doubt why we can call pull down transistor is a, why we can call as a NMOS enhancement NMOS transistor as a pull down transistor in this situation only. Okay. So coming to this one, when a MOS transistor is in on condition, okay, suppose if you are applying the input value, okay, let us consider situation here. Suppose if you are applying the input value is equal to 1, at that time this NMOS transistor is in on condition. Therefore, let us consider, let us assume that it is also having some capacitance, load capacitance CL value. It can be treated as a output value here. Let us assume that like this. So whenever the logic 1 or high value is applied to the NMOS transistor, at that time this NMOS transistor is in on condition. Therefore, it acts as a short circuit. In previously, the capacitor CL value is charged to the maximum value. Okay. Now this maximum value is also equal to the output voltage, right ma? So this is generally called as a output voltage across the corresponding voltage stored in the capacitor. So whenever the corresponding NMOS transistor is in on condition, at that time it acts as a short circuit. Therefore the total energy whatever it is stored in the capacitor is completely discharged to this path and make it as a 0. That's why this device is generally called as a pull down device. Okay. So that is the main thing actually. So why we can call this a pull up device? Pull up device is responsible for charging the capacitance. Obviously the capacitor charged to the maximum value. Therefore that's why it is called as a pull up device. So suppose whenever the corresponding up device, this transistor acts as a short circuit, obviously what happens, this VDD is directly connected to the this point. Now here also we have a less than one capacitor, therefore the capacitor charges to the maximum value through a device of this one. That's why this device is generally called as a pull up device. Up to now it is clear to everyone. Now these are all the ideal characteristics of a MOS inverters. Okay, this is generally called as a ideal characteristics. Suppose here the thing is that let us consider a small diagram of whatever we discussed in the previous pull up device, one VDD supply. So this is generally called as a ground point. So it is also connection is there. This is input actually. So let us consider when the input value is equal to, okay, input value is equal to 0. At that time what happens? This device, and I mean this voltage, input voltage is less than threshold voltage of the corresponding NMOS transistor. Therefore, this transistor is in act as a half condition. Therefore, it acts as a open circuit. Therefore, we don't have any connection from, this is generally called as a CL transistor. Okay, this is taken as the output value actually. Therefore, it is act as an open circuit, means that we don't have any short circuited path in this connection. Therefore, whatever the voltage that is stored in the corresponding capacitor, that can be equal to the output. Okay, this is equal to the output voltage. So, what is the maximum value actually? The capacitor charges to the maximum VDD voltage. Okay, therefore, when the input value is 0, the output produces the high value, that is equal to VDD. Okay, so that's why in this case for 0 input it produces the maximum output. Up to the what extent it produces the maximum output? So this is the most important question for every student or maybe every learner, because of the thing is that whenever the generally this MOS transistor, it may be NMOS or PMOS transistor, it is operated with the corresponding threshold voltages actually. So whenever the input voltage is reached to the or it may be input value Vi is greater than or equal to threshold voltage of the transistor, up to that mark it produces the maximum voltage. Okay, suppose maybe less than that of the, sorry, here when the input voltage is less than or equal to VDD. Okay, less than or equal to VTN actually, VDD by 2. So generally it is equal to VT actually, threshold voltage. So up to that extent it produces the maximum voltage. Whenever the input crosses this value, that means whenever the input is greater than VDD by 2, at that time the corresponding transistor, okay, at that time the corresponding NMOS transistor and the input value is equal to Vi is greater than Vt, at that time it acts as a short circuit. Okay, at that time it acts as a short circuit. Therefore, whatever the capacitor value, that is completely discharging, therefore it produces a 0 value. That's why it is represented like this. Okay, this is for one case, this is for one case actually. So these are all the ideal characteristics actually. But if we go for the practical scenario, this is a graphical and transfer characteristics of the corresponding MOS transistor. Okay, these are all the some of the points regarding this one. The output of the ideal inverter may be changing from input 0 to logic 1. So whatever we discussed in the previous case, that is already discussed these points. Okay, the diagram is generally called as a input output characteristics. Okay, it is known as a like so the input voltage VDD by 2 at which the output changes from 1 to 0 is known as a inverter threshold voltage. Generally we can call it as a threshold voltage for one transistor. Suppose if you are operating with the MOS transistor, that's why it is called as a inverter, maybe threshold inverter. Okay, inverter threshold voltage. Okay, so that is the most important. Coming to the same one of the topic within the same, that is nothing but noise margin. So can you tell me any one of you what is meant by noise? Noise is an unwanted signal which does not contain any kind of the information. It does not contain any useful information actually. So noise also having some information, but it is not useful. So that's why this is generally called as a noise is nothing but unwanted information. So our topic is nothing but noise margins. Okay, so it can be defined like this. So the noise voltage on the input of the gate which is allowable, which cannot be affected the corresponding output. Suppose let us consider, I can very simply like explaining. Suppose if you are applying the input to the gate, okay, it produces a 5 volts actually, let us assume that. So within the input it is also having some noise with a 5, okay, maybe 0.5 volts, okay, let us assume that. So this 0.5 volts does not affect the corresponding 5 volts output, that is acceptable. If the corresponding whatever the added value or unwanted value or maybe noise value added to the corresponding input, suppose it is affected the corresponding output of 5 volts, it is not a accepted value. So that is generally called as that margin is generally called as a noise margin. How far it can be accepted without affecting the characteristics or output of the corresponding devices, that is generally called as a noise margin. So this is a noise margin ranges actually. Suppose here the situation is nothing but, suppose if you are applying the inverter, maybe B is the input value, the first, that means here the thing is that the output of the first device is used to drive the second inverter. Okay, suppose if you want to drive the second inverter with the help of a output of the first inverter, so that is the case actually. So let us consider this is some of the diagram which depicts some of the information here. So in this situation, like if you are applying the low output as well as the low output, suppose if we consider any kind of the inverter, we have a two possibilities, either logic 0 or maybe logic 1. So logic 0 can be represented as a low output voltage and logic high can be represented as a high output, high output value. So generally if you observe the case here, this is like a transfer characteristics whatever we discuss, but here the thing is that the output may not be equal to the exact value, but there is a small change in the value. So this difference is generally, this is nothing but a VOL is nothing but low output voltage, VOH means that high output voltage, this is nothing but low output voltage. So that is also very important here actually. Now if you move on to this situation, so this inverter produces two kinds of the output, that is nothing but low output, this is nothing but a high output actually. Now so this is the noise margins actually. So a small change is there na, so this can be represented as a VIL. Okay, VIL is nothing but low input. Why we can call this a low input? So this output is act as the input for the next stage. So that's why I can call it as a VIL. VIL means that low input voltage. Okay, VIL means that low input voltage. VIH means that is nothing but high input voltage. Okay, those are all the two terms. Now this is the range actually, that means the range between VOL, okay, that is nothing but VIL input value minus VOL. So this is generally called as a noise margin, okay, low noise margin. So the difference from VO, okay, it is also we can represent it VOH minus VIH. So this difference is generally called as a NMH. So high noise margin. So that means this is the acceptable range. So how far it can be accepted as an input, low input value. So that is the main thing here actually. So that means up to this VIL, the second device can be recognized as a low input actually. So that range is generally called as a low noise margin. So in the previous above situation, it can be represented as a NMH. So high noise margin. So the range from IH, okay, up to this IH, it can be treated as a logic high input, it can be treated as a logic low input. So that is the case actually. So that is generally called as a noise margins. Okay, so I think up to now it is very clear guys. Okay, I can use our mother tongue also within only a few seconds. సో ఈ కంప్లీట్గా ఈ టాపిక్లో మనం ఏం డిస్కస్ చేసామంటే మాస్ ఇన్వర్టర్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, మనకి ఇన్వర్టర్ అంటే తెలుసు, ఇచ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ ఆపోజిట్ వాల్యూ, మనం ఇచ్చిన దానికి కంప్లీట్గా ఆపోజిట్ వర్షన్ అవుట్పుట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది. కమింగ్ టు ది మాస్ ఇన్వర్టర్స్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్ సెమీ కండక్టర్ డివైస్ యూస్ చేసి ఫ్యాబ్రికేట్ చేసిన డివైస్ ఏదైతే ఇన్వర్టర్ ఉంటుందో ఆ డివైస్ వర్కింగ్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో అనాలిసిస్ చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడండి. సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ మాస్ ఇన్వర్టర్. So this is a just a diagram actually how mass inverters can be fabricated. So in this situation NMOS అనేది మనకి పుల్ డౌన్ పార్ట్లో యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం, అదర్ డివైస్ పుల్ అప్ డివైస్ అనేది ఇంకోటి యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇట్ మే బీ సేమ్ డివైస్, ఇట్ మే బీ అదర్ డివైస్. సో దట్ కెన్ బి డిస్కస్ ఇన్ ద లేటెస్ట్ సెషన్ యాక్చువల్లీ. సో వై కెన్ కాల్ ఇస్ ఏ పుల్ డౌన్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఎన్మాస్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ అనేది ఎప్పుడైతే ఎన్మాస్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ మనకి ఆన్ అవుతుందో అట్ ద టైం ఈ ఎన్మాస్ ఇన్వర్టర్ అనేది మనకి ఆన్ కండిషన్లో ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది. ఆన్ కండిషన్ మీన్స్ అంటే ఇట్ యాక్ట్ యాజ్ ఎ షార్ట్ సర్క్యూట్. మనకి పిఎన్ జంక్షన్ డెడ్లో ఎలా చూసామో ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇట్ యాక్ట్ యాజ్ ఎ షార్ట్ సర్క్యూట్. ఎప్పుడైతే షార్ట్ సర్క్యూట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసిందో ఆబ్వియస్లీ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ పాత్ ఫర్ కరెంట్ యాక్చువల్లీ. సో దేర్ ఫోర్ I is equal to VIR కాబట్టి it produces some maximum voltage dissipation that is possible with the help of a VIN actually. అంటే it provides a shortage for the discharging path actually. సో ఇలా డిశ్చార్జింగ్ పాత్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి కంప్లీట్ అవుట్పుట్ ఏదైతే మనకి కెపాసిటర్లో స్టోర్ అవుతుందో ఆ వాల్యూ మొత్తం కంప్లీట్గా జీరోకి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ స్పీక్ వెరీ స్ట్రిక్ట్లీ దిస్ అవుట్పుట్ మే నాట్ బి ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఈక్వల్ టు జీరో. So that is one of the important. But if you speak very generally, it may be equal to zero. But if you speak very strictly in terms of a technical, it cannot be reached to the zero voltage. So that is one of the important thing. How the ideal characteristics ఎలా ఉంటాయి చూసాం. అంటే మనకి అప్లై చేసే ఇన్పుట్ వోల్టేజ్ అనేది ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఎన్మాస్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ యొక్క థ్రెషోల్డ్ వోల్టేజ్ కంటే తక్కువ అవుతుందో అప్ టు దట్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ ఇట్ ప్రొడ్యూసెస్ ద మ్యాక్సిమం వోల్టేజ్. దట్ వోల్టేజ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఈక్వల్ టు ది లెస్ దెన్ దట్ ఆఫ్ ది VDD. Some small deviation is also there. So after whenever the input voltage is crosses the threshold voltage of the corresponding inverter, at that time it produces the maximum output. Okay, at that time it produces the minimum output. That is nothing but up to that extent it produces the maximum output actually. So whenever the input voltage is greater than అంటే మనం అప్లై చేసిన ఇన్పుట్ అనేది ఎప్పుడైతే గ్రేటర్ దెన్ VTH అంటే థ్రెషోల్డ్ వోల్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇన్వర్టర్ కంటే ఎప్పుడైతే increase అవుతుందో at that time the corresponding transistor acts as a on circuit and which produces a low output. So these are all the ideal characteristics. This is the transfer characteristics. And how noise margin అంటే ఏం లేదండి యాక్చువల్లీ మనకి ఏ నాయిస్ అయితే మేబీ నాయిస్ ఎంత యాడ్ అయినా కానీ ఆ నాయిస్ అనేది మన అవుట్పుట్ ఆఫ్ ది corresponding డివైస్ని ఎఫెక్ట్ చేయకుండా ఉంటుందో అంటే అవుట్పుట్లో వేరియేషన్స్ లేకుండా ఉంటుందో that kind of this acceptable range is generally called as a noise margin simply. So now I will conclude this session regarding the mass inverters. In the later session we will discussing the different kinds of the topics.